What's up, YouTube? We're gonna look at some cars and trucks, and that's it. Not a lot of cars we looked. Well, not a lot of things I found. There's stuff coming out though. I got some stuff on order, so hopefully we come and get that soon. But I found a couple cool things. Let's go through it. Add it to the Suburban collection. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see some of the cars now on video that run the Instagram feed. So go ahead and follow over on the link below. You'll see the Instagram handle. Well, I found this car and it's all apart right now, but I'll show you what I got. So, let me get it real quick. Where the hell's the other tire? Yeah, I guess I'll show you where I'm at on it. So I found the basically kind of like a recolor, a slight color variation. And a couple YouTube channels will talk about it, but basically this is kind of like a re-release of cars that have already been out. But I didn't have the white, so I got it. And the white's cool because it's got the tan interior. So it's been a little bit of a controversial release from Autoworld just because it seems like more of a placeholder than it is a legitimate new release. They usually do a pretty good job each release of updating a casting, doing a completely different color. But this is kind of stuff if you lost or missed out, you could pick up a few. They are like the Mustangs don't have the Shelby stripes, and the Challengers have, you know, not flat black, or they had that in flat black. So it really depends on the color combination. But this car is it. I was already screwing around with the wheels, so I got the front kind of dialed in, but I was putting some drag radials on it from tires from Real Rider, and I don't have an axle set up yet. I was kind of screwing with this yesterday, but let's just show you the kind of look I'm going for. Trying to get like a fat tire going on it. It's kind of hard to get the contrast. Let's see if we can show you. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. The other thing that I found out was the tires on Autoworld was a little big, and the M2 low profile tires actually fit better on the car than the M2 or the Autoworld tires do. So I got M2 low profiles on the front that kind of look like Comptiers, something like that, radial. And then we got a full slick. So that's probably going to be set up on this car like that. And there we go. And then I'm going to fix the black around the windows. It's all sloppy. A little bit of ghosting on this, meaning that you could see the metal underneath. They don't really prime these cars. They just do single stage paint. And there you go. So you have that issue. This car really, if I had the time, like if I could find some 1/64 scale decals, I'd probably redo this car, strip it and repaint it because it would look a lot better. Casting's good. It's a good quality wide body. The other thing, they butchered the taillight. Look how sloppy it is. It's so thick on the back. It's really not supposed to be like that. I have my first release car, the red one, and if you get the release on this, the recent 2024 release, this would be a tan interior, but this car is really nice. And we looked at this on camera before. This is with the stock tires, and they look good too. You can see the front end's a lot more crisp than this. It's a little bit sloppier. Also, the taillights are a lot better. So I really wish I could just strip this car down, or maybe probably find another one, and then maybe it'll look a little bit better, and this can be my, you know, car that I can do. The other thing that's cool about this is they have a purple chrome, or like a Spectra Flame version that's out at the hobby level. So like, you know, internet, online stores, or your favorite eBay seller, they'll have that Autoworld exclusive, and I might get that. The car's about 10, 12 bucks, something like that, but it's a cool car, and probably pick it up just because it looks really good. It's purple, it's basically purple Spectra Flame, if you want to compare it to something that you kind of know in your mind's eye. But these are Hellcat cars, and red eye, so it's got the big motor, 797 horsepower. It's a 2021 car. And you get the wide body, of course, which is, you know, if you're going to get this nowadays, everybody wants the wide body. So they're good looking vehicles. I do like this one a lot. I wish I had the white one on the 24 version, the release back then, or 2023 release 4, whatever it was. That would be cool. So we'll have this over here kind of dilapidated right now because I didn't finish it. But it will be finished, and maybe I'll put it up on Instagram once it's done. Okay, next car. This was kind of a surprise. I didn't think I'd find it. But I did. It seems to be a very popular vehicle. M2 Machines, Regals, very good cars. It's an 87 Regal car, limited, so it's not like a turbo. And they could have had a 5-liter V8, I think, and also a 3.8-liter V6 at this point. 87 last year for the G-Body Regals. And it's coming in purple. It's a low rider. S127. I think it's a wide release. It doesn't have to be a Walmart exclusive, so it's a little bit easier probably to find because multiple stores will carry it. Hopefully Target will start doing it as well. It looks very good. I have a very small lowrider collection just because I don't like all of them. But this one was done nicely, and the Regal's a good car. Front end looks really good. We've talked about this before on these cars, but it's nice that they mold the bumper separate. And they also have the chain steering wheel in the vehicle. Now, it's a stock diameter. If you had a chain steering wheel, it would be that tiny, but I don't know, 12-inch or whatever they are, 15-inch diameter steering wheels. But it's got all the stocks. So the tilt and then the signals there. And then this one probably would have had a 4-shifter if it's a, oh, maybe not. It's a bench seat car. So probably have a calm shift. Little Dayton's on it. I don't know if these are 13s or 12s or 14-inch, something like that. It's got the skinny tires that are on multiple castings already, so they didn't have to tool new tires. You know, you'd see this on the tires like on the Datsun pickup trucks, something like that. And it's got the separate mirrors, so like you mirror fans probably like that the cars have mirrors on it. And the pinstriping is very nice too. Let's see if we can open the hood. We know that there is an engine in these cars, so let's see if it's not shut without busting my blade open. If it's too tight, we're not going to go for it on camera because I don't want to rush. So a lot of times, if it's really tight, you can actually take the car apart and push it out from the back. So I think we might have to do that. I doubt that this hood is going to reveal anything special under there. We've looked at this before. The only thing I'm curious about is if they're already going to have an air cleaner on there, if they're going to have the turbo set up. But it is supposedly a Regal Limited, so that's different than the T-types and the turbos. So these are cool. All right, next. This car. Look at this. Vintage Ad Series 10. They got a few good ones on this, namely the Suburban. But they also have the 1946 Ford Super Deluxe convertible, and they also have the 73 Gran Torino, which I've seen in person. The Gran Torino, I took it out of the clamshell because typically on these vintage ads, I'm going to eventually cut these out as more posters, like scale posters, and have it out. But for now, this is the vehicle that they did. That's the Mustache Grill 81. So 81, you know, new square body design, right? The one that ran through on the Suburban 91, basically at square body Suburban. Same thing with the Blazer, the K5 Blazer. And 3/4 ton, 1-ton trucks. They all went as square bodies up until they had to have the redesign. So like the one that came out in 88, they got the new designs back in 92. But these soldiered on. So 81 first year for this fender style, even though it was square bodies, go back to 73. They had the really bad GreenLight wheels and tires. Let's go get them off the bench. Show you what I'm talking about. So I did try putting them on a low profile tire like I do on this one. So I did try running the stock setup. I did a black wash, so we could try getting the wheels, because it's all chrome from GreenLight. If you look at the wheels from the advertisement, these are hubcaps, and they have that black in there. If you look real close with the white wall. They didn't have white walls in this tire size, so I just did the black wash. So we got it. Is decent. If you run the off-road tires, they're gonna hit the fenders. I mean, it's a mess. I mean, they do the ride height pretty good, but remember, this is a 1500. It's not like a 2500 Suburban, which they also had 3/4 ton. With big blocks, you could get 454 in Suburban still back then. But definitely the Chevy Steel Rallies definitely look the best. Now, if you want my other one that was a hit on Instagram, is my 87 or 86. It's 87. Yeah, it's 87. So again, you have the updated grill. So this one doesn't have white walls, but back then they still did white walls. So red interior, and then you can see the grill differences. I black washed the grill to make it look a little bit more realistic. I have a little bit of work to do around the headlights, so it's not perfect, but we'll get it there. And then once I fix all that, make sure to my eye I like the way it looks. We're going to go ahead and clear coat that so we don't have any worry about it, the chrome coming off. The other thing that's a problem with GreenLight, I don't get it. You can see the wipers. Really weird. The wiper arms are not in the correct place on the driver's side. You're supposed to have the arm go this way and then this way. You can see it's like the old school buses where they would kind of sweep like that. That's not correct. So that looks really weird. This can be taken off with brake cleaner, but then you'd be ruining everything else. So we'll just leave it. If you don't pay attention to the windshield when you're holding the car, it kind of goes away, but it's definitely an issue. All right, so this thing is really cool. I love the stock color scheme. I also like the rallies. I chose the rallies from the 87. I think it was the 87 release. One of the releases from the mid 80s, Auto World C10 Silverado, has a white painted steely with the trim rings and then a white wall. So kind of fit the bill for this truck. It's got the Suburban badging on the back. This one is a tailgate truck, not a barn door. They offered two styles, which I thought was always cool. I'm glad that GreenLight tooled up both. But this is the tailgate style. So you'd have the window that went into the tailgate, and then you'd drop it. That's how that worked. That had a power window. These are like 8, 9 passenger trucks. I mean, actually, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 9, yeah. So technically 3 seat belts, but you could put 4 people across these seats, really, if you wanted to. So you could really load these up. And then even with the third row in there, you still had a bunch of space in the back. Most of these, like this one, probably would have had 350 in it with a turbo 400, I believe, at this point in time. We could reference my catalog or my encyclopedia, but I just didn't look it up. What a truck, huh? I really like the look on this truck. I'm glad I found it. And I got the Auto World wheels, always are very true, rolling. So as long as you get the flashing off, they are excellent wheels for wheel swapping. They're almost as true as like a Hot Wheels Real Rider wheel. So I'll put our Suburbans together. I also have the Smokey Bear one that I think we might have looked at in another video, but that's going to be... I'm waiting to get like a wheel and tire setup that's 3/4 ton style, so it's going to have a slight lift, and then we're going to use GreenLight steelies like this, something like this, and then we're going to use the tires from the Power Wagon. So we'll have this, and then we will maybe sharpen the focus on that. We'll use the tire, and then maybe we'll leave it like this, maybe not. This is the first GMC. Those are all Chevys. This is a GMC Suburban. So we'll do something with this at a later date. Just kind of gathering the parts slowly. All right, so that's kind of all I got. One last thing we'll show on camera. Another car that was kind of gaining a lot of attention that I did was I took the wood grain off of this 70 Kingswood and made it a Brookwood. So really just acetone and Q-tips. And you got to keep having clean Q-tips. Like, you'll soften it up, comes right off. Acetone will get the tampo off a lot faster than the paint underneath. This paint's pretty tough. The paint, the enamels or the lacquers or whatever they use on these modern cars, it will not come off unless you take off the tampo and then just keep rub, rub, rub. If you do it and then just have fresh Q-tips and just go really slowly along, it'll come off and you really won't have too much trouble. I did have to basically wipe away the whole back, and then I painted in the taillights. It's not perfect, but I did a decent job. I could have done a little bit better. I'm going to get some new brushes, but I can always redo this. I just have to wipe it off. And then I flipped the wheels to this, and I have the chassis for the other one somewhere. I don't know if I haven't have it, but again, so I think the turquoise look really good. I thought it would be a good car to be like a base model wagon because of the color. Hopefully they do like a green, and I also want to do the gold or the tannish car. It's kind of like this base. This also kind of looked good as a police wagon, so we will get that at a later date. But this one's kind of fun. I took the roof rack off of it, and I used it and restored my second issue of that, my gold one, my '69 Kingswood. So I put the roof rack back on that cracked, so now it's all back to normal. And yeah, I think this looks really good. It rolls really good. Drilled and tapped it. I'm gonna buy basically a turquoise interior color at the hobby store, and then we'll get rid of that black interior, and we'll have that light kind of turquoise matching interior, so it's not all black. And then I think that'll be good, because this one I did a matching red interior on this one. I did this one custom. Now, the other thing that was cool that lent itself to doing the removal is if I remove this, you could see that the molding is still part of the casting. So I really wasn't inspired to take the wood grain off of this casting, but the updated one, they just tampo on the trim. So once you take it off, it is all clear. So it's pretty badass car now. And they kind of comes a little bit lowered from Auto World. I didn't even have to slam the chassis, so it's got a really good look to it. So hope everybody liked the short show today. More cars to come. We will get some more cars in soon, hopefully very soon. Get a thumbnail pick together here like that probably, and then yeah, so put this up on there for everybody to watch. Thank you for all the comments and new subscriptions and helping the channel grow. Hopefully we can get to 10,000 subs soon. That would be a nice milestone for the channel. And more scales to come. We'll probably look at that as well. And then keep the comments and thumbs up. New subscriptions coming. Really helps the channel. Hope everybody's having a good time out there, getting your cars together and enjoying your car hobby. I certainly am. And yeah. More to come. Till next time.